Well, welcome back to Bourbon Writers, and welcome Kim in the studio tonight. And we have a new show, and what's the name of the show, Kim?
Not neat.
Not neat. Not like a knot, this kind of knot, meaning not neat, not neat whiskey, something different. Kim had the idea of not neat, was that I'm a big fan of old fashions, bourbon old fashions, not rye old fashions. I like a good bourbon in a glass with a big block of ice. Typically old fashions have some kind of sweetener, whether it be sugar cubes or syrup. And then you put in bitters, and sometimes you might put in an orange peel.
Right.
But I love a good old-fashioned. So what did I see on the shelf when I was over at Habit's Bottle Shop? Penelope. You know, I'm a big fan of Penelope. This Penelope cocktail, peach old-fashioned.
Peach old-fashioned. Well, the first thing we can do is we can get rid of all this.
Oh, yeah. We don't need all that. So it's kind of like Kim is the cocktail person, but I'm the old-fashioned person, so it's going to be like, well, who likes this more? Kim with her sweet cocktails, or me with my old-fashioned? So we were going to do a side-by-side, but I don't think that's really fair to Penelope, because this is a ready-to-drink. I mean, really, you could just pour it over ice.
That's exactly what we're going to do. I think we might put a cherry in here because we like it.
That's always good.
Let me tell you what I was just reading about this. This is a ready-to-drink cocktail, and those are really hot on the market right now. It would make a great hostess gift to take to a dinner party or a party where you want a gift for the hostess, and it could be served right away, or she could save it for later.
They don't have to worry about what mixers they have.
Right, it's all ready to go.
It's all ready to go.
Now it says either enjoy this chilled or over the rocks, and we're doing it over a single rock in our glass. And it is a combination, prepare yourself, of bourbon and rye.
Ooh.
So let's get started.
And what else does it say? There's something about
peach bitters and maple syrup.
Dang.
So we're just, you know what? We're just going to go wild and just pour us some.
You can pour a little more for me.
Okay,
this is my dessert tonight. I've been doing videos earlier, and it's funny. I haven't had any bourbon tonight. I started off with a wheat whiskey, and then I did a rye whiskey. So now I'm getting to an old-fashioned, just the opposite of what I'd normally do.
Right. Now, while you're kind of enjoying the smell of that and getting it nice and cold, it is 40% alcohol by volume, and this is a 750 milliliter bottle. And it talks about the 100% pure maple syrup, which is sourced from a farm. Go figure. Bourbon and rye whiskey and peach bitters, as we talked about.
And it also says it serves 12 cocktails, so you can get 12 drinks out of this. Well, unless you're pouring my glass. How
about a cherry? Let's do it without a cherry, and then we'll add the cherry. How's that? That'll give us a taste of just the product.
All right, I'll start off with the aroma. Wow, I get that peach bitters. That really comes through. Mm-hmm. Not really picking up the maple, but I pick up whiskey. You can't really tell it's bourbon. You can tell it's whiskey, but that peach, like fresh peaches, really comes through.
And I think that maybe what kind of dampens the smell a little bit is the fact that it's cold. You got to think about that. You're going to get a different aroma because it's cold.
Whole different experience.
I'm going to taste it.
No, you got to go cheers.
Not exactly what I was expecting. I expected when it said peach it'd be really sweet, and it's not.
Yeah. It's like, I got to take a sip. I don't know what to think. I have to take another sip. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't like it because it's going to be sickly sweet.
And it is absolutely not.
It is not. Now, the peach comes through. The whiskey comes through.
The whiskey comes through, yes.
'cause it's 80 proof, so it's decent. You know, a lot of these ready to drinks, they're really low, and you're going
Right.
like you're wanting something else. I'm not tasting. I'm tasting the whiskey on this one, but it's surprising. I say it's good. I don't think it's great, but I say it's good.
Now, it makes me wonder, you think any possibility that it needs to be shaken up, shaken up, shaken up, shaken up, shaken up?
I don't think so. I think they
I
would
don't think
take-
so either.
I
Interesting.
think it's just this is what you're getting. You really are getting something. Is if you hadn't seen the bottle, you would say someone made it for you. You might be a fan, you may not be a fan, but it does taste like a homemade cocktail. It doesn't taste like those ready to drink stuff that you
Right.
get
I
in
would
the
agree with
stores.
that.
It's just like, oh man, this is. Where did they get the whiskey from? The Dog Bowl?
Right.
No, it's got good whiskey in it. It's got good peach bitters. I'm really not picking up the maple.
It's not sweet enough to even taste
Yeah,
it.
I'm not picking up the maple.
A bit. It's not what I expected at all.
I know they got a couple other ones. They've got some kind of walnut one, and we'll put it on the bottom of the screen. The other flavors that you can get from them. So I'm interested enough that I would like to try another one. Certainly, at the price point, I think it's a good buy for the money. I'm not sure I would buy it again.
Don't buy it for me.
But I'd like to see what else they're offering because I'm a big fan of Penelope. I did a count the other day. I have more Penelope bourbons and whiskeys than any other distillery, any other brand. And that just was recent from coming back from Kentucky when I bought like 3 more. So this is a little different. This is not your traditional Penelope bourbon
No.
that I love. It is something you would probably give to somebody that likes cocktails and they're on the fence about bourbon and whiskey.
Right.
Because at 80 proof, that it's not overwhelming.
No, it's not. And I put one of the cherries in. Now we're using the filthy cherries, but you could use any
I'll take one.
kind of cherry in there, and just enough of the juice around it that kind of sticks to it naturally.
Yeah.
So certainly not extra stuff.
Well, you could
But that
sweeten it up
little
some more.
that little bit, I think made a difference. Now you tell me, don't you think that that's a little more in line with what you would want to drink as a cocktail?
It sweetened it up, yeah. I would actually say that. Can you freeze maple syrup?
I don't know. That's a great. Well,
Freeze a maple
wait a minute.
syrup cube and put the maple syrup cube
you
in
couldn't
there.
afford the ice cube.
It would be expensive.
But
Wow.
I think in thinking about how we've done that now, you could put a little squirt of simple syrup in there, and that would sweeten it.
Yeah, you
And
wouldn't
it
have to use the
might-
cherry syrup.
It might just turn the flavor just a little bit so that it would, for me, be a little more palatable.
Yeah, I might even take, if you got true maple syrup, which is actually pretty thin, you could actually put a couple drops of maple syrup in there to
Quarter of a teaspoon or something.
because it would just enhance the flavor that's already
much
there.
better.
That's a little missing. So
That's much better.
it's good. I hope for a little better, but it's certainly not what I expected.
Not what I expected either. But we know now how to make it more,
That was better
Like we
with
like.
with
Yeah.
adding the little bit of cherry syrup to it.
just a little bit.
It needed a little something more to it. I need just a hair sweeter than it was.
So if you like this show, be sure to tune in. Like I said, we'll have 1 to 2 shows a month, and we'll be featuring either a spirit or a cocktail each time. And sometimes I'll let him tag along, and sometimes it's just
Yeah,
going to
well,
be me solo.
I'm tagging along and I'm looking at a few of the bottles at upcoming shows. And when we were in Kentucky, I don't know why I bought it. Crown Royal chocolate. That just like I'm a big chocolate fan, so I'm looking at that. I'm being here for that show. She can do the other shows. There's a pumpkin.
There's a pumpkin.
There's a pumpkin over
and
there
there's
too.
a coconut. So,
But that chocolate, I'm here for that chocolate. I was a big fan of the Crown Royal Blackberry. I'm interested. Is that chocolate any good?
you always like it's a little variety in what you drink. Even if you're a neat bourbon drinker, you like that variety in different bottles from different manufacturers. So it's the same thing. If you don't prefer the neat, here's an alternative for you.
So that's all we have for you. Well, thanks for starting this new show. This was all Kim's idea to come up with something that was not neat and not necessarily a bourbon. So we hope you enjoy it, and we'll come back next time for another episode of Not Neat. And until then, please drink responsibly. Never drink and drive. And Kim?
Not neat.
Not neat. Cheers.